right over here. And when I prompt you guys can start lining up for whatever questions you may have. We're gonna do one question per person just for time purposes, and we'll have you guys line up against the wall just so we're not blocking anybody in the audience. All right, are you guys ready for me to bring her out? All right, let's give a big spooky empire warm welcome to the one and only Kathryn Newton!
Are you having fun? Yeah! I saw some really good costumes outside. A lot of Lisa. One Sammy from Abigail. Just the one so far. But also just like some really scary things. Did you guys see that thing with the guy like holding him? Like, yeah, it was really scary. Good job, whoever you are. Great work.
So I wanted to ask, okay, since you're talking about the incredible cosplay and costumes, so if you, let's say, had a day off and you came to a convention, what would you want to cosplay as?
Sailor Moon. Such a good costume. It would be really fun. Well, let me think. If I was gonna do something scary, right? Like, since we're at Spooky Con, I was gonna say Chucky, you know, or the Bride of Frankenstein. I've been the Bride of Frankenstein. I've been the Corpse Bride. Those are really fun costumes, and you can do it yourself. You know, you can do your makeup yourself. But Sailor Moon.
I like that. So I wanted to mention, originally from Florida, is that okay for me to mention? So what is it like getting to come back here, visit, especially Orlando? What is it, is there things that you look forward to when you visit Florida?
I love when you get off the airplane. You instantly feel that humidity. Your pores start to open, your hair gets bigger. I love Miami, I'm from Miami. That's right. Grew up on a golf course, shocking. I'm a golfer, some of you might know that. You have no choice if you grew up on a golf course, like you're going to be a golfer. My best friend grew up across the golf course from me, and we spent a lot of time climbing trees. It was a really great place to grow up. You don't get that, you know, I live in LA now, and it's not, like I don't think I could climb somebody's trees. I think I would get like in trouble immediately. Okay. Florida, you can get away with a lot.
Yeah. We do somehow, yeah.
I would like sit in the tree, me and my best friend, and like we would yell at people golfing, like in the middle of their backswing, but they could never see us. Because you know, it's those big banyan trees with like the things that, like Tarzan, they're like Tarzan trees. It was so fun.
So you mentioned golf, and another guest that's here this weekend that's big into golf as well, Alice Cooper. I don't know what
we've played tournaments together, like pro-ams.
Okay, that's amazing. I want to know, like, who would be in your ultimate, like, golf day? Like, who would you want to be on the course with?
Let's pick monsters.
Okay, yeah, let's pick monsters.
I think Frankenstein. I'm already the Bride of Frankenstein, so. Dracula.
Happy Gilmore.
What was that?
Happy Gilmore.
Happy Gilmore.
Really a monster.
Adam. He's not really a monster, but he can caddy for us. And then, let's think, who else? Let's hear some from you guys. What do you think? Who?
Ghostface.
Wolfman, Ghostface. Ghostface is definitely keeping score.
These are all really, I would say Invisible Man, but I feel like he would cheat, right?
Yeah, Invisible Man, he never made it to his tea time. We're not sure, he's still playing.
I love him so much. So you were mentioning you saw a lot of people dressed up like Lisa, and I wanted to congratulate you on the huge success of Lisa Frankenstein this weekend. I left the movie feeling like it was the type of movie I wish I could watch every time I left a theater. It is literally perfect, from the music to the costumes to the acting, the directing. It is, I'm obsessed. Yeah, it's very good. It's very good. I wanted to know, what was it like working with Zelda on her debut film?
Zelda Williams, okay, by the way, somebody got engaged today in front of me when I was doing my signing. They asked me to help with their proposal, and I sent it to Zelda. And we are so overwhelmed in the most beautiful way. It's like, I don't think overwhelmed is the right word. We're just really paying attention to the fans who really loved the movie. And when I see you guys dressed up as Lisa and as Creature, but I see the art and the TikToks, and like, that's never happened before. I've been a part of things that already had fandoms and like been welcomed, and that's very humbling. But to have the movie that you made really spark that kind of creativity, it's like the best thing, and we're not taking it for granted, and we're always texting each other about it. Cole too, we're always sending each other the art. So, you know, working with Zelda was so much fun because I always have this weird thing. When I did Supernatural and I was on set, I was like, oh, no one's gonna watch this. Big mistake. And then you do this movie with Cole and Zelda, and we all felt that way. And what I mean by, oh, no one's going to watch this, it just creates a freedom when you're on set to like try things and like make a fool of yourself. And kind of like, have you guys ever put on a show in your like living room? Yeah. It feels like that. So the fact that y'all are like talking to me right now is really cool, and it's really nice to see that you guys liked what we did. Yeah.
Yeah, and I was gonna ask, so obviously like trends recirculate, right? The 80s are back, the 90s are back. Do you have a favorite 80s trend that has either had its resurgence or you would like to see come back?
The big hair. I'm just so over it. You know, like everything's very slick right now. They're so modern. I can't do that. I can't make my hair look like that. But big, I can work with that. I can do that. I'd like to see the big hair. And I love 80s music. I don't know, like I like, whenever I do, yeah, exactly. Whenever I do karaoke, I'll try some 80s and like no one will know it. I'm like, what's going on? I do Tears for Fears a lot. Never hits. I know you're cheering for me, but I'm telling you guys, it doesn't work. I'm serious. I did Tom Petty the other day. Crickets. Ooh, maybe I'm just really bad at karaoke. But you do like a little Toxic by Britney. Everybody loves it.
Okay, I also wanted to, of course, mention Abigail, which is so good. Do you have like a favorite vampire trope?
What is a vampire trope? Like fangs? Because
yeah.
I love the fangs.
The fangs.
I love like the pale lady skin or just like the frailty of it. Obviously some of you have seen the movie, right? Like no spoilers, okay? Yeah, right? When I was a vampire, I wanted to look really hot. It didn't happen. Yeah, but it was cool. I like that. I like like how you're undead and it's like you're gorgeous. Yeah.
What were those teeth like?
So I went to a dentist, a real dentist, and it was in Ireland, and she was really funny, and she was like, yeah, we do this a lot. I'm like, oh. And they do like imprints. You know, like when you get a retainer? Same thing, same kind of thing. And then they make them, and my teeth are really big. So they were huge fangs, like I had to use gum. This was just something that I came up with because it wouldn't stay in my mouth. So I used gum and I put them inside and it kind of like stuck there. I bit my tongue a lot. It was fun though. It's just like dressing up. The contacts were really cool. And you know, when you're dressed up, like I think a lot of y'all are dressed up today, like in whatever character you're playing, it changes you, right? Like you become alive. And I wish that I got to be a vampire more in the movie because it was way more fun than playing a normal girl. Yeah.
Can we talk a little bit about Freaky?
Yeah.
One of the things that I think is especially cool, and being in Orlando and having the Halloween Horror Nights presence here this weekend, how was that being like the film being part of a haunted house? Did you get to go to it?
I felt like a Disney princess. I'm serious. I was so happy. It was like a dream you didn't know you should have when you're an actor. Like everyone kind of wants to do a movie, but no one ever thinks about a maze, a horror maze. So it felt like a big win. You know, I was talking to a producer. Her name's Holly, and she works at Universal on the monster side. And she did Abigail. And we all went to Horror Nights together, like the whole cast and crew, like to celebrate our movie, Abigail. And we talked about how Freaky had a maze last year. And I was like, what do you think it is that brings everyone out here? Because horror does that. Like, you are all out here together. Like, what do you think it is? And she said, we all know what it's like to be afraid. And it's true. Like, there's no rom-com nights at Disney or like princess mazes. Like, why is it horror? And I think it's because you don't have to be in love. You don't have to like have a crown. You can be alone in your room or walking down a street and you get scared. And I think in a weird way, it really brings us all together.
Yeah, oh my gosh, so well said.
Right? Yeah. We're getting deep, I know, at this panel. We're gonna talk about our feelings. Yeah.
We're gonna do some meditations and breathing exercises. All right,
so it was really cool to get chased by myself. I thought it was the scariest maze at Universal Horror Nights, hands down. I I never need to do that again. I was so scared. I ran out of there as fast as I could. I was sweating, I was screaming at myself, I was angry at myself, but I did get a lot of pictures too.
So Lisa did a great job. So if it's okay with you, we're going to take some questions from the crowd. So you guys want to start lining up. Again, just for time purposes, we're going to do one question per person. Let's start with you, my friend.
Hey, nice shirt. He's got a Lisa shirt on.
I want to start out with, I've been watching you since Scary Unmarried.
Deep cut. It was a sitcom I was on.
And my question is, when you've done all these great movies, which one was your favorite?
It's a very hard question. What's your name?
Charlie.
Charlie? Well, Charlie, everything I do keeps getting better. Like, I don't know how the movie's going to turn out, but I think I have no expectations. You know, I walk on a set and I have no idea what it's going to be like. So I would have said Lisa, because I was the lead, it was my film, I took so many risks. And then I went on Abigail, and I fell in love with these people that I worked with, and I was in Ireland. And I don't really know what I'm going to do next. Like, so I hope the best is yet to come. And the truth is like, I thought I had done it all by the time I did Pokemon. I was like, oh, I'm done. Like, I can't do anything else. Like, Big Little Lies, 3 billboards. What am I supposed to do? And then I got Ant-Man, and I was like, oh my gosh, now I got this. And then it's like, it just, I think in life, no matter what you guys do out there, it's like you have to keep dreaming. Be satisfied, right? But you never know. It always gets better. Even when it's really hard, you know it's going to get better. So I hope I'll have a better answer for you soon.
Thank you.
Thank you. Question. Hi. Nice shirt. What's your name?
I'm Pat. So mine is not a horror question. Don't throw stairs at me, people. It's actually a Pokemon question. If you had your choice lineup, who would your 6th be for your team?
Oh, man. Okay, have you heard of a Furfrou?
Yes.
Awesome. So that's a deep, you know, not a lot of people know about the Furfrou, but I'd have 5 Furfrous and a Psyduck.
Good choice, good choice.
Hey. Hi. We got, congratulations. Thank you. This is the marriage proposal.
Thank you again for that.
And they're gonna get a tattoo of the lightning bolt I drew. Don't do it. It's so
No,
bad.
we're doing it.
Okay.
When people say anything about it looking bad, we're like, well, Kathryn Newton did it, so back off.
Yeah, back off.
Yeah. But I'm Virginia, and my new fiance and I are such big fans of yours. We love all your movies. They all look like they were probably so much fun to film. What has been your favorite to film?
Well, Virginia, I think my favorite right now. Such a tough question. I would probably say Lisa. You know, I mean, Lisa was the only film I've done where it's like Zelda never told me no. It was all me, and Cole, my co-star, didn't even speak. So, but he was so supportive, and I got really great friends out of it. But then I go to Abigail, and I got to play a vampire, and like, you know, that dance, like that wasn't in the script. All of this stuff that I came up with.
That was not in the script.
No, it was this much in the script, and they were like, show us a video, and I did the dance, and they were like, we're gonna do the whole thing. I'm like, what do you mean? They're like, yeah, and you're gonna teach it to Abigail. And I was like, okay. And so that kind of creativity, you don't think horror films are gonna be like that. Like, people don't understand what fun they are to make, because no one ever says no. You know how everyone's kind of welcome in a community like this? Horror is like that too. It's like the best idea wins. So I think I'm gonna go with Lisa.
That's very cool.
Yeah.
Thank you.
Love your costume.
Congrats again. That's so exciting.
Hi, I'm Diego.
Hi, Diego.
Hi, I wanted to ask you, in the film Freaky and Abigail, you switched characters. You came from a very happy, peaceful, like, lovable person to suddenly a straight-up killer. Is it hard for you to switch between characters? So it's like something you like perform a lot of time or practice that becomes naturally.
You're right, there
acting?
seems to be a common denominator here. I must be insane. I definitely think I am insane. Like, there's nothing to hide there. But there's not a lot of rules for anyone to play like this dual personality thing. But aren't we all multiple things? Aren't we all duplicitous and not really sure? Like, look at this. I don't know what I'm gonna wear tomorrow. Like, we're always changing. So I think I'm just attracted to characters. I'm attracted to things that are going to be terrifying to do. Abigail was one of those things. It's a good opportunity. But I think when I did Freaky, Chris Landon, the director of Freaky, called me, and he had written Paranormal Activity 4, believe it or not. So I had known him since I was about 15. I was 14 when I did that movie. And he called me and he's like, I wrote this movie called Freaky, you're perfect for it. I was like, what? And I read it and I was like, it was an evil, kind of like two different people, right? And that movie's why I got Ant-Man, if you could believe it. They saw that and they were like, yeah, she could be Ant-Girl, go for it. So you never know what can happen, but when you have an opportunity and I read a script, I just go by the character. You know, what can I do to make this movie better? And if I can't do anything, I should probably not do it. Yeah?
Thank you.
Okay. I hope you like the answer. What's your name?
Hi, I'm Reese, and I have a quick question about Lisa Frankenstein. What was your favorite costume to wear while playing Lisa?
My favorite costume, I think, a lot of good costumes in that movie. I think I love her hero costume at the end, like her bride. A lot of it's from Hot Topic. Shout out Hot Topic. And I love Hot Topic. I could spend hours in that store just buying stuff. Just squishy stuff, colorful stuff, hair stuff. So that was probably my favorite. And again, it was a very creative discovery. Zelda, our director, was at every fitting with me. We were throwing things on. I'm telling you, it felt like we were just dressing up. Like, you know when you pull stuff out of your drawers and you put it on, and suddenly it's your ball gown. That's kind of how it felt. So that was probably my favorite.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Really quick, I wanted to ask about your bracelets. Are these like friendship bracelets from this weekend? Or?
Yeah, people have given me these today. I got a Vamp one, a Cheetos one, you know, a Freaky one, Cassie one, a Lisa one, my name, love you too.
He's the best. You guys are amazing. All right, what's your name? What's your question?
My name's Chandra. I just wanted to ask, like, what is like your favorite trope to act?
I think my favorite trope, would be me. You know, I feel like a lot of times you judge people and you think you know them. And what's easier to judge than like this right now? Like, I'm saying some stuff. I'm a blonde in a pink outfit. But you don't know me. So I think I like to break tropes. I like to lean into them, and like the more you lean into them in a movie, the bigger the twist is at the end. So I like to keep people on their toes. So I'm probably the biggest trope. Thank you. Hi. Hey, it's very peaceful in here. What's going on? Hi.
Hi, I'm Sarah. I loved you as Amy in The Little Women.
Oh my gosh. Okay, another deep cut. Amy March, let's go.
I was wondering, which March sister do you relate to the most personally? Is it Amy?
It's definitely Amy. She's so misunderstood, just like me. I think Amy, she's young, she dreams really big, and I think when you dream big, people can make you feel bad about that. But who's to say you can't have everything and like pretty things? It's okay. So it's definitely Amy.
Thank you so much.
Thank you. Everyone's in here is like, I've never seen Little Women and I don't want to see it. Hey! Looking good.
Thank you.
In your Sammy costume.
Thank you. So my question is, what was it like swimming in the pool with the dead bodies in Abigail?
Right. So that's all of you in here. It's your dream come true. So I think that's one of the parts of the script I just like scooted over and didn't really consider. I didn't think it was anything. I was like, oh, she falls into a pool. Okay, next page. And then they showed me this room. They're like, this is an abattoir. I'm like, what do you mean? They're like, yeah, it's gonna be full of bodies. And I was like, okay. And then they were like, okay, you're gonna have stunt rehearsal today. And I was like, what do you mean? For what? And they had me start practicing like double this length of the stage to fall backwards. And I was like, why? What do you mean? This is the part that you do where you fall into the pool. I'm like, I'm not doing that. And they're like, yes, you are. And then we had a pool of like fake blood and bodies, and I got in it, and it felt like an icy, like nice but warm, and like that kind of squishy weird thing, and it was fine. And then I get there on the day, and I have a wetsuit on, I have a bald cap on under my, like they had to make a wig because they didn't know what was gonna happen to my hair and this consistency of stuff. And then the bodies were disgusting, and so they just had bodies lined up outside. and over a course of a week, because they had to put makeup on them and make them look real, and it was incredible VFX, right? That's what we call it. And so then I'm in the pool of bodies. It is so thick. It is so disgusting. It was the hardest day on set I've ever had. I'm physically, I'm an athlete, so I think. And then I'm in a pool of bodies and I can barely move. It was really, really hard. It was a day I will, and you know the best part? At the end of the day, everyone was applauding. The crew, everyone was applauding because we all went through it together. So it was iconic, and I'll never do it again. Thank you so much. Thank you.
Thank you for your art.
I was thinking about you guys, just so you know. I was in the pool, they're like, all right, action, I'm going under. I'm like, do it for them. Do it. Just do it. Don't hold back. And it was over in the flash. Yeah. Hi.
I'm Jack, and
Hi,
my
Jack.
question for you is if you would ever want to be in a Scream movie.
A Scream movie?
Yeah.
Oh, I'm dying to be in a Scream movie. Are you kidding me? You think I'm not calling every day? Chris Landon was on it with Chris. Hey, Project X. I'm just in a movie with them, so just tweet it every day.
Thank you.
Thank you. Question. Hey, what's your name? Hi.
I'm Hannah.
Hi, Hannah. Like Lisa.
Yes.
It's giving Lisa.
How's it feel to be this generation's Winona Ryder?
What was that?
How's it feel to be this generation's Winona Ryder?
Women writer?
Winona Ryder.
Oh my God.
This generation's Winona Ryder? No way, man.
Yeah.
Oh, no, I gotta go. Let's make another movie. Let's see. I hope. I love it. Edward Scissorhands. I love Winona Ryder. We love those movies. I want more movies like that. Not just for me, for everybody. Lisa is a great movie, and I love, and I want more movies like that in general. There's something about the practical version of these films, including Abigail. There was really not that much CGI. I feel whether it's an arm you slice or something, even though it's plastic, because it's an actual thing, it doesn't take you out of it. You're oh, it's okay, it's a joke, it's not real, but I'm still present. So I feel as we get into horror, the more practical you can make it, it keeps you present. Versus oh, that's just a CGI thing, that's not actually happening, I don't feel it anymore. I think audiences can feel it. We're pretty smart. We know that's a green screen, or we know, but I was really in that pool of bodies, and that's why you felt it. Yeah, if that had been CGI, I don't know if it would have hit the same way. Anyway, but thank you for that compliment. I don't know about that. Time will tell. Oh, bye, Lisa. Hi, Lisa. We got another Lisa.
Hi, Lisa.
Killing it. So
My name
cute.
is Jessica, actually.
Jessica, it's nice to meet you.
Hi. So my question is kind of bouncing off of the last question. So you have a pretty diverse filmography, but your recent things like Freaky, like Lisa, like Abigail, you're being known as this up-and-coming scream queen. And so I was wondering if that was ever something you saw for yourself, if horror was a genre that you always wanted to work in, if you see yourself doing more of it, or if you'd rather do more of the Marvel blockbuster type projects.
That's a great question. My first horror film was Paranormal Activity 4 when I was 14. And I'm telling you the truth, I wanted that job so bad because I was the lead of a film. It had nothing to do with horror. It had nothing to do with, I didn't know it was going to change my life from the fandom. I just saw a character that I was dying to play, who was in every frame, who was holding this movie, and that's kind of where you start. The rest is up to you. It's people either watch the movie or not, but I can't decide how it's going to be. So it's all about the character. That's really what I want to do next. I'm hoping, I wish a movie like Lisa was a global success, right? I wish it was, but I don't know. You just never know what people are going to like. So all I can do is keep trying to find something that I like, and then hopefully people like it. Supernatural. I didn't know that I didn't know that job was going to change my life in the way of, I think I learned how to be an actor on that. I learned what acting was. So horror, comedy, Marvel, it's all just an opportunity for me to try to be this actor thing, this artist thing that I want to do. So I don't know. We'll see what I do.
Thank you so much.
Thank you.
Hi. So I'm Izzy.
Hi, Izzy.
I'm Sophie.
Hi,
And we have a
Sophie.
shared question.
Okay.
Our question is, what was your favorite part of working on Supernatural?
Love Supernatural. So, what was my favorite part? Probably Jensen. Jared, Misha. They treated me like an adult, and I was probably 16 when I started on that show, and they treated me like an equal. I also just learned a lot from them because I learned to not ask for anything. I just kind of did what I wanted in a scene, and then they'd be like, yes, we liked it. I'm like, whoa, they didn't tell me it was bad. I figured out how to give something. I wanted to impress Jensen and Jared. I wanted to make them laugh. I wanted to make them break character. I wanted to make them giggle. And I was like, oh, this is why the show's so good. Everyone loves being here. And now every project I do, I want everyone to love being there. And it really that was a great experience at such a young age that I've never forgotten and didn't take for granted, and I never thought it was silly. That show's fan base has given me so much, but I really, really do think I treated that show like it was the best piece of work ever, and I love that people loved Claire Novak and gave her own show. I wish that we did that, and it was such a good character. So I hope that I get to work with them again one day. Yeah. What was that?
She's one of my favorite characters on the show.
Yeah, she's so cool. It's the hottest I ever looked. Thank you. Bye. Hi. Hey, creature.
Hey, Kathryn.
Hi.
Name's Charles.
Charles.
If you don't mind, I'm filming this. I have a Discord server I'm going to be sending it to later. But as for Lisa Frankenstein, gonna say, would have helped if it had a more broad release. You have fans all the way from Singapore even.
Aww.
So my question is, I was watching the director's commentary and there was mention of a 4-hour gag reel. Is there any chance of getting more of that out?
I've seen an hour gag reel, and it's so funny. Because Cole talks, and he's funny. We're a great team. I don't know, the gag reel, isn't it on the DVD?
Not as much as the...
You want the 4-hour one.
I want the full thing. We want the full thing.
You guys don't want 4 hours.
Yeah, we do.
You'll never come to another movie. I'll be like, that was enough of her.
That was a lie. You would.
No, you're so sweet. I have no idea where that 4-hour gag reel is, but I will get to the bottom of it. I will ask Zelda. I'll call her. I'll be like, excuse me, I want to see it for me. Everyone's so good in that movie. Henry Eikenberry, Liza Soberano, Carla Guggiano. I mean, come on, the cast. It was pretty cool. So thank you. Yeah, trust me, I got more jokes where that came from. The gag reel.
Thank you very much.
4 hours worth. Can you believe it?
I could, actually. Well, thank you very much.
Great costume.
Thank you.
He's the creature. So cool that you guys did that. Hi.
Hi, Kathryn. My name's Anthony.
Hi, Anthony.
If you were to go up against some killer zombies, which Winchester brother would you team up to take out the zombies?
You know who. I would have to go with Jensen. I would have to. We would just get some golf clubs and just beat them up. It would be so simple. And then we'd go play golf after, and we wouldn't care about anybody. We'd just go play golf. Yeah. All right, there's a couple more. Okay, cool.
Hey, Kathryn. I'm
Hi.
Allison, and
Hi.
I love all your projects. You do such a great job, and I'm a huge Supernatural fan, and I think I already know the answer to this question, but I want to know Team Jensen or Team Jared?
I can't pick that. That's not fair. Also, I've learned Team Misha. I mean, Misha's cast is my dad. I can't do that.
Dean or Sam?
No, I'm not doing that. I've already been killed multiple times on Twitter, so not gonna happen. I learned that a long time ago when at conventions. Just stop. Don't say your favorite person. And I don't have a favorite.
Well,
They're both really great.
because they're so hot. They're both
Yeah.
so hot.
It's true.
That's the thing.
But that's weird. They're like my dads, you know? Yeah.
Awesome. Thank you so much.
Yeah.
Hi. My name's Arena. Nice to meet you.
Nice to meet you.
So I was a professional mascot / character performer for many years.
way.
So when I saw you in Freaky, I was like, oh, representation.
I was a beaver, right?
Yes.
Yeah. Well, how cute was that costume?
Adorable.
It was so cool, so good. Yeah.
So I want to know, in the shots where it's far away and you see you in the suit, is it actually you, or did you have a body double doing those scenes for you?
I couldn't tell you. Because when you're in the suit, you don't know where the camera is. I don't know. I think it was probably me, though. I did have a great stunt double. But I think it was me. Yeah.
Wow.
Very hard to run in those feet.
Yes,
They were very large, like a duck flipper. You know? It was difficult. But I love that costume. I was never cold. Plus, I was really disappointed that Halloween when I tried to get the costume. I wanted to be that for Halloween, and it was in a museum. Like, they have an archive museum for these Universal movies, and they had put it away by then in the vault. I'll try again, though.
I believe in you. Thank you.
Hey, nice to see you again.
Hi, my
We
name's...
met earlier.
Yeah, it's good to see you again. My name's Jacob, by the way.
Jacob, yeah.
Yes, ma'am. Or, yeah.
Man, come on. I think it was just a southern politeness.
I'm from South Carolina, so it's,
All right.
it's the South.
I should bow? I don't know.
Okay. I gotta say though, like, I think everyone in this room knows how talented you are as an actress and how diverse you've shown in 3 Billboards, Blockers, Abigail, Lisa, all these kind of movies, and Big Little Lies. But I gotta say, as a horror convention, you're here, you're representing the horror community in a lovely way.
Yeah.
What is the horror movie growing up that you just inspired? Like, you're like, I want to be in a horror movie. What was that horror movie?
Okay. Such a difficult question. It's like having me pick between Jensen and Jared. But I'm just kidding. The truth is, I was, I think, like 14 or younger when Jennifer's Body came out. And it was kind of like watching this movie. All I saw was Amanda Seyfried and Megan Fox being amazing actors and really, really hot. And I was like blown away by it and terrified too. It was that, to me at that age, I was so scared. So it's not like my version of The Shining, but if we look at my work, I like movies like that make you laugh and get scared, which is like Freaky and Abigail and Lisa. It's different than like true horror, right?
Yes.
I think the closest horror film I've done was Paranormal Activity. I think that might be like the scariest one, but even that was all improv. So as an actor, like, it's the best place for me to play. So I would say Jennifer's Body because I saw 2 young women leading a film, and Diablo Cody's writing, I went home saying her lines, like, you're lime green jelly and you can't even admit it. It was iconic. And it was like, that's just so cool, and I got to work with her on Lisa. She wrote Lisa Frankenstein. If you don't know that. It's just like very small world. So again, I think I said earlier, like, you have to dream. I can't believe that. So that movie definitely inspired me, and it was always in my back pocket of like, if I could do something like that one day, how great, you know? So I think that would be it for me. Jennifer's Body.
Love that answer for you.
Thanks, Jacob. See you on the set.
Very serendipitous. All right, this will be our final question. What's your name?
Hi, I'm Revy.
Hey, Ruby.
Just a quick question of what was the most difficult project that you have filmed so far?
I got in trouble the other day because I said Ant-Man was the easiest job of my life. I got killed on like TikTok. But they cut out the whole thing. The reason why Ant-Man was so easy was because I've been training what I think my whole life for that moment. So when I got on set, I was so prepared. Physically, mentally grateful, humbled, and enjoyed every single second. When I got on set of Abigail, I was not ready. I was not ready for that much blood. So I would say Ant-Man was the easiest one because it was genuinely like my biggest dream was to be in a Marvel film. I know, sorry, horror. But it was Marvel for me. I'm a big Marvel nerd. And so that was like the easiest job. Paul Rudd made me laugh every day. And I, you know when you're like just happy, like the time flies, like it goes by like that. It was kind of like that. It just happened so fast, and it opened a lot of more dreams for me. Yeah.
Thank you so much. Thank you for being here.
Thank you. And I love your costume.
So before we take a big group picture, I have a final question for you, if it's okay. Since we were talking about Paranormal Activity 4, Supernatural, have you ever had any like encounters with the paranormal or anything supernatural?
Absolutely. Gosh, one time I did a convention in Manchester and the lights kept turning on and off, and finally we started talking to it and like, turn on, turn off. When I was filming The Society, I lived on a farm by myself. Crazy, crazy idea. An 8-bedroom farmhouse. And I twisted my ankle because I'm a klutz on a bike. I was staring at a butterfly and fell. And my mom was like, you gotta ice your ankle. And my dad was like, yeah, ice your ankle. I was like, no, I'm not gonna do that. And I woke up in the middle of the night, ice cold ankle. And I was like, what? And then I went downstairs and I got ice. And then there was a ladybug in the middle of Boston winter. And I was like, it's the ghost telling me to listen to my parents. I don't know. I definitely believe in ghosts. When I was auditioning for Paranormal Activity, this is my last one, Paranormal Activity 4, I stayed up alone at the young age of 14 to watch all the films in the dark by myself. Because I'm just so method. And all the power went out in my house. I was really hyped up on my way to that scream test. I was screaming in the car, practicing my scream at the screen test. And then the directors were like, did your power go out last night? I was like, yeah, my power did go out last night. And then I booked the job, so yes, I believe in ghosts.
Yeah. So before we do wrap it up and take this group picture, any thoughts you want to leave us with here this weekend?
Keep getting scared and loving being scared, and I'm really grateful to see you all out here. It's really inspiring. I don't think you guys know like what it means to me because we both love the same thing, so it's really cool to get to kind of just like fangirl over these characters that we both love. And I hope you all have fun. Thank you.
So take us out, take a big picture. So we're gonna face the doors that you guys came in from, okay? And we're gonna bring our photographer. He's making his way to the middle of the room that he's gonna tell us what to do, guys. Taking advantage of the moment. All right, where's our spooky photographer? Make yourself known.
Your feature's done.
Okay, is our spooky photographer in the middle of the room? Are we good? Where is he? Oh, there he is with the light. Okay. You want to give us the 1, 2, 3 and we'll take it?
I got you.
Okay.
We got a couple creatures finally in, and a couple Lisas. Looking so cute. Aww.
Are we doing this? Where's the... Okay. Yay. Yes. Everyone face the gentleman on the chair in the middle of the room and you let us know when.
On 3.
On 3. 1, 2, 3.
Wait. One more and give me your best scared face, okay? Okay? 1, 2, 3. That's pretty good. That's the one.
One more time, everybody, for